Good afternoon, everybody. So here we are. We're just going to be reading the first 3 pages of chapter 9 from A Jar of Dreams, starting on page 77. Make sure you've got your reading spiral and your book so you can follow along. Chapter 9. Joji and I carried Maxie's box outside and put it down beside the back steps. "You be a good watchdog now," Joji told him, "and bark good and loud if anybody comes sneaking around, okay?" Maxwell wagged his tail and sagged down into the folds of all that skin hanging around his neck. I had a kind of creepy feeling when we left him out there by himself. In fact, I almost said something to Joji, but I didn't, and now I keep wishing I had. When I went to bed that night, I did my stretching exercises. What I do is lie on my stomach and hook my toes over the bottom edge of the mattress. Then I reach up and grab the top end with my hands. I figure that might help me grow enough to catch up with Tammy one of these days. And if it does, it would be worth all the knee aches I have to put up with. I said my prayers next, which I can do in 2 minutes. I am not like Mama. And I went to sleep. I was in the middle of a really good dream about Tammy and me being allowed to go swimming at the Crystal Plunge when I heard Maxie barking. He got all mixed up in my dream, and I was telling him they certainly wouldn't let a dog go in when they'd only gotten around to letting Tammy and me in. But Maxie kept on barking, and pretty soon I got him sorted out from my dream and woke up. I looked over at Joji, but he was sound asleep with all his covers thrown off. I stuck my leg out and poked him with my big toe. I was careful to pull my foot back in a hurry so he wouldn't bite my toe like he did once. "Hey, Joji," I whispered. "Maxie's barking." It took a lot more poking to finally wake him up. When he heard Maxie barking too, he scrambled out of bed and got his baseball bat from the closet. "I'll get him, whoever's out there," he said. I knew he was trying to act brave, but I knew Joji couldn't do anything alone. So I charged right through Aunt Waka's room and went to get Papa and Cal. Papa was already up, getting into his bathrobe, and Mama was right behind him. By that time, we were making such a commotion, Aunt Waka and Cal were up too. We all followed Papa to the back door, and Cal grabbed the bat from Joji. "Here, let me have that thing," he said. "I'll handle whoever's out there." "Be careful," Mama whispered. Papa unlatched the screen door without making a sound. Just when he swung it open, there was a sound like a car backfiring, then footsteps running, and a car driving off. "Papa!" I yelled, and I grabbed his bathrobe. But Papa had pulled away from me and ran outside with Cal toward the garage. I heard Cal drop the bat and cry out, "Oh no!" We all rushed outside then, and there was poor Maxie lying in the driveway with blood pouring from his neck. Papa bent over him, trying to see if he had a pulse, and Cal had run out to the street to see if there was any sign of the car. Joji put Maxie on his lap and kept stroking his head. "Ah, Maxie," he said as he began to sob. "Don't die, Maxie. Please don't die." But we all knew it was too late. Somebody had shot Maxie, and not all of Joji's tears or even Aunt Waka's herbs and medicines could save him. I began to cry too because I felt so bad. I wished I hadn't said all those mean things about Joji's dog. I wished I'd said something when I'd had that creepy feeling and told Joji not to leave Maxie outside. Mama and Papa tried to comfort Joji, and Aunt Waka put her arm around me. She told me to stop crying, but I just couldn't. So sad. So I didn't stop us at the end of each page, so remember to go back and take a few bullet points on each of the pages 77 and 78 and 79 But I think you get the main idea of these 3 pages. And I think you know who's responsible for the violence against Maxie. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye-bye.